was 12 years old, my dad and mom had purchased 30 acres of land, and they had they built a home on that 30 acres, and we moved there when I was 12 years old. My dad, at the end of the war, he didn't have a job and he didn't have any money. And I can remember him telling the story that he had 50 cents in his pocket, and he walked across the street to his brother Joe's garage, where Joe was a serviceman for fixing cars, and Dad worked for him for a while and was able to bring home some money. Of course, Mother didn't work. And then he got, I don't know exactly how he got the job as a beer distributor, but he became a line and cocoa beer distributor sometime, maybe a year or two after the war. I don't know exactly how long. Yeah, because afterwards I remembered my dad and mom talking about how they made so much money after the war, and they were buying war bonds and putting them away, and that led to eventually buying this land and building a house. And the success that my dad had in the beer business was, after the men returned from the war, they were doing a lot of drinking beer, and there was a lot of beer being sold, and so therefore it was a great time for my mom and dad, and they made more money than they knew what to do with. However, it wasn't a lot in today's world, but it was a lot for them. I know they put away war bonds, and I don't know much more about it than that, except they had savings bonds put away, and they started building the house. And I don't know what they paid for it. I don't know anything about their purchasing it. I really don't. I do know that all I remember was watching the property as it was being built, and knowing that my mother and dad did not borrow one penny. They would not put anything into the house that they couldn't afford to pay cash for, and so they paid cash. They hired Uncle Einer to dig the hole. I remember him coming out with his Ford tractor and pushing the dirt out and digging the hole. Dad did a lot of the work. Einer helped him a lot, but then there was a guy by the name of John Larson, who was a carpenter, and Dad hired him to do the finishing work, built the cupboards in the kitchen, and did a lot of the finishing. I don't know just how much, but mostly, it was a lot of, everybody got together and helped.